Good morning and most welcome to BIT फैमिली। आपको पता है कि बीटेक फर्स्ट ईयर में वो सारे सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ाए जाते हैं जो इंजीनियरिंग के लिए उपयोगी हैं। जो बेसिक जानकारी है वो सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के लिए, वो सारे सब्जेक्ट्स और सारे ब्रांचेस को वही सारे सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाए जाते हैं जो इंजीनियरिंग के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है। आज मैं पहले लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस माई सेल्फ। आई एम प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर विनय कुमार श्रीवास्तव and I am here to teach you mathematics. Mathematics is very important in all the sciences, and the definition of mathematics is not defined in such a way, but in my view, mathematics is a gateway of science, engineering, technology and developments. Today we shall study mathematics as per your AKTU syllabus concern. The subject mathematics is named Mathematics 1. So I am going to tell you what is the subject content. It is Mathematics 1. This is the subject, and subject code. Subject code is KAS 103T. This is the subject code. As per syllabus of AKTU, Mathematics 1. Mathematics 1 consists of 5 module units. 5 module or units. Let me explain each module, these 5 module as per your syllabus. Module 1. Module 1, unit 1 we can say is matrices. Matrices. The word matrices is not unknown to you. It is explained in class 11th, 12th. What is mathematics? What is matrix? And which type of matrix is to study? Meaning there are types of matrices and addition of matrices, subtraction of matrices, multiplication of matrices, and application of matrices in solving the linear system of linear equations. So we shall study first the basic of matrix, and it's module 2. Module 2 contains topic of this is differentiation, differential calculus 1. Module 3 is differential calculus 2. And module 4 is multivariate calculus 1. And model 5 is vector calculus. So these are the 5 models. This matrix, sorry, the mathematics 1 consists of these 5 models. In model 1, the topic is matrices, and we shall study what is matrix, how many types of matrices, and what are applications are used for matrices, and what is the application of matrix in our solving the linear system of linear equations. And then after, in model 2, differential calculus 1. The differential calculus 1, it is well known. The basic concept of differentiation is to be studied in the differential calculus 1. For example, limit and continuity, differentiability, application of differentiability in Rawls theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem, and etc. In the third one, module 2, differential calculus 2. This differential calculus 2 based on the application of differentiation. We can say differentiation, with the help of differentiation, we can find the maxima minima. We can use this differentiation to evaluate the errors and approximations. So this is to be studied in differential calculus 2. Whereas in module 4, the name of this module 4 is multivariate calculus 1. In this unit, in this module, we shall study the integration, application, basic concept of integration, and then after application, its application, how to extend this definition of definite integral to evaluate the double integrals, triple integrals, and etc. The applications of these. And unit, meaning thereby module 5 is the vector calculus. In the vector calculus, you know vectors are well known to you, but you don't know how vector is going to be differentiated, how a vector function is going to be integrated. So in this module, we shall study the how to differentiate a vector, differentiation of vectors as well as different integration of vectors. These are all about your syllabus. Now we shall discuss model systematic, model 1. So first we shall discuss model 1. Let me explain the matrix. The word matrix first introduced by James Sylvester in 19th century. James Sylvester was the English mathematician who has introduced first the word matrix. But his friend Arthur Cayley, who developed this matrix in algebraic expressions, meaning thereby matrix can be expressed as in algebraic expressions given by Arthur. Please write the name James Sylvester. In 19th century English mathematician. This was the name of mathematician who has given the word matrix. And then after his friend, Mr. Arthur Cayley was developed this into algebraic expressions in 1850s. 1850s. So let me explain what is matrix, and then after we shall study more about matrices. Suppose we wish to express some informations. For example, suppose we wish to express some information Suresh has 15 books. Suresh has 15 books. So this information can be expressed as in a square bracket 15. The number written in this bracket is nothing but it is a number of books that Suresh has. This 15, meaning the number written in square bracket is the number of books Suresh has. In the similar way, suppose we wish to express the information Suresh has 15 books and 5 pens. Mohan has 10 books and 3 pens. Sohan has 5 books and 2 pens. Then how will you write this information? So I am going to write this information as square bracket. There is 15, 5, 10, 3, 5, 2. In another way, we can express this 15, 5, 10, 3, 5, 2. So we have this information. Suresh has 15 books and 5 pens. Mohan has 10 books and 3 pens. Sohan has 5 books and 2 pens. This information can be expressed in 2 ways. Number one, in first way, here we written 15 in horizontal line, 15, 5. In horizontal line, second horizontal line, 10, 3. and third horizontal line 5 and 2. You know, first horizontal line indicates the numbers of books and pens, number of pens that Suresh has. Second horizontal line indicates the number of books and number of pens that Mohan has. The third horizontal line indicates number of books and number of pens that Sohan has. In another expression, here is the first horizontal line and here is second horizontal line. In the first horizontal line, says it gives the information of number of books that Suresh, Mohan and Sohan has. And the second horizontal line gives number of pens that Suresh, Mohan and Sohan has. On the similar way, when we look at the vertical line, these are the vertical line. The first vertical line in the first expression, it shows that the number of books that Suresh, Mohan and Sohan has. The second vertical line indicates the number of pens that Suresh, Mohan and Sohan has. On the same way, when you look at the second expression, the first horizontal line shows number of books as well as number of pens that Suresh has. The second horizontal line shows number of books and number of pens that Mohan has. And third horizontal line shows number of books and number of pens Sohan has. So this information is represented, and so the horizontal lines are usually called rows. Row 1. This is called row 2. Row 2. Second row. This is called third row. Row 3. And this is called horizontal line is called column. Column 1. This is called column 2. Again, on the same way, this is the first row. This is the second row. This is the first column. This is the second column. This is the third column. So, I have informed you about the rows and columns. Let me define matrix. This has been introduced in class 11th as well as class 12th. A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers, symbols, expressions which are arranged in horizontal line called rows and vertical line called columns. For example, first you try to the matrix again. The matrix is represented in two ways. In two ways, either in square bracket, or in small bracket. This. The matrix is represented in two ways, either in square bracket or in small bracket. Usually, you used to find in several books. Many of the books author has written, has taken the representation of matrix in square bracket. And whereas when we look at the other books, you can see the matrix is also represented by small brackets. Just let us take an example that is given in previous one, the information given in this. So we can write here, example, the matrix A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows this matrix has? How many horizontal lines? Just I tell you, I told you earlier, matrix is nothing but it is a rectangular array of numbers, either numbers or symbols or expressions. Number, symbol, and expression, which are arranged in horizontal rows, horizontal line are rows, vertical line are columns, and the matrix is represented by in two ways, either in square bracket or in small bracket. So this can also be written in this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we look at this example, we can see the matrix A. Just I have taken here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are two horizontal lines. This is the first row, means R1. Second row is R2. This first row, second row. And informations given in horizontal vertical lines. This is called C1, first column. This is called C2, second column. This is called C3, third column. So let me explain that this matrix has 2 number of rows and 3 number of columns. 2 number of rows and 3 number of columns. Then the order of matrix A is 2 into 3. Order of matrix A is written as 2 into 3. 2 into 3. This number 1 indicates number of rows, and this number indicates number of columns. Number of columns. And so in general, the matrix can be written as, in general, the matrix can be written as, just I am taking an example, in general. So, here, matrix A is written as example 2. A11, A12, A13, dash A1N, A21, A22, A23, dash A2N. Proceeding is with AM1, AM2, AM3, and this is AMN. When you look at the information given here, the horizontal line, how many horizontal lines are there? This is the first horizontal line, this is the second horizontal line, and this is the mth horizontal line. So there you can say there are a m number of horizontal lines. Here the matrix A containing the elements, and these elements are arranged in horizontal lines. The first horizontal line is called first row, second horizontal line is called second row, and in a similar way we can find the nth row, and in the other way you can say this matrix has several number of horizontal lines. First horizontal line, second horizontal line, third horizontal line, and so on we find at the last nth horizontal line. So we can say this matrix A is the order of m cross n. Meaning thereby I told you earlier, the first number is number of rows, that means the number of horizontal lines contained in the matrix. The second number is number of horizontal line, where I plot the horizontal line. The second number is number of vertical lines, called number of columns. So order of this matrix is m into n. You can say m cross n. Let me explain the first element. The first element is written here A11, means the first row and first column element. The second element in the first row is written A12, meaning that this is the element of first row and second column. And third one is written as A13, that means it is an element of first row and third column. Either we can say an element, or we can say the entry. The last one is written A1N, meaning that it is an element of first row and nth column. In the second horizontal line, look at the first element A21. A21 is nothing but it is an element or entry of second row and first column. Whereas A22, it is an entry or element of second row of second column. A23, it is an entry of second row and third column, and so on at the last. A2n means that it is an element of second row or nth column. And similarly, when you look at the last horizontal line, the last horizontal line indicates the first entry, A1. A1 means it is an element of nth row and first column. The second entry is AL2, means it is an element of nth row and second column. The third entry is AN3, it is an element of nth row and third column. And the last one is ANN, meaning that it is entry or element of nth row or nth column. So we can say this A matrix is has order m into n. M is the first number is number of rows, and second number is number of columns. It takes space as well as ink. So this can be expressed in very simple, easy manner. A is m cross n, where I stands for, I can take the values 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n. where J can take the values 1, 2, 3, 4. So this type of writing this matrix A in this way, we can write also A in simple this way. A I J L into N. I stands for number of rows indicating the number element, and J stands for number of columns indicating the element. So I varies from 1 to n and J varies from 1 to n. This is the representation of this matrix. When we look at the other matrices, just you have learned, you studied in previous classes of 11th and 12th, I think. Types of matrices. Let me explain further. What is matrix? Matrix is nothing but it is an arrangement of any object, any symbols, any expressions which are arranged in vertical lines as well as horizontal lines. Nothing else. Just I have explained it earlier. I have taken an example of informations. The num Suresh, information of Suresh, information of Sohan, information of Sohan, as well as information. Just I have taken there. And in this way, we can express. Now come to the types of matrix. Types of matrix. First, let me explain. Matrix is singular, whereas matrices is plural. आप जानते होंगे perhaps matrices with the more matrices. There are the matrix more than two matrices. We can say matrices. A single matrix is a matrix. So let me explain the number of types of matrices. First one is column matrix. First one is column matrix. A matrix which contains one and only one column. A matrix which contains one and only one column is called column matrix. Is called column matrix. A matrix which contains one and only one column is called column matrix. In this condition, it is not given the condition of a matrix which is to be column matrix is required only one. That is, that matrix must have one and only one column. Nothing said about the rows. Meaning there a matrix having either one row, either two row, either three row, either four row, but it contains only one column. Then the matrix is known as column matrix. For example, I am taking here an example. Start A here. 1, 2, 3. You know, this matrix has how many number of horizontal lines? 1, 2, 3. So number of rows is 3. And how many number of vertical lines? There is only one vertical lines is 1. So it is number of columns is 1. And so it is a column matrix because it has only one column. Another I am taking example B. Here is 5. 5 is number of rows is 1, number of columns is 1. Again it is a column matrix. Next I am taking another example C. Here is 1, A, B, C, A, B. I am taking only A, B. So here we can say there is only one row, sorry, two rows, whereas only one column, so it is 2 into 1. So these are the examples of column matrix. The second matrix is row matrix. I think you can explain the definition. The second matrix is row matrix. A matrix which contains one and only one row is called row matrix. A matrix contains one and only one row is called row matrix. Just we can say an example. Here is I'm taking A1. 1, 2, 3. How many horizontal lines are there? Only one horizontal lines are there, whereas vertical lines are 2. So we can say this matrix A1 has only one row, but 3 columns. Another example B1. Here is AB. How many horizontal line? Yeah, how many number of rows? There is only one number of rows, and there is 2 columns. And C1 just I am taking here 7. It has one row and one column. So these are examples of row matrix. Third one is rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. A matrix which contains number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Which contains number of rows is not equal to the number of columns we have here. Is called a rectangular matrix. Very generally, a matrix has its own behavior. It depends upon number of rows as well as number of columns. So when a matrix having such a behavior, number of rows is not equal to number of columns. In that case, the matrix is called rectangular matrix. For example, I am taking here A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of rows is 2, whereas number of columns is 3. Another example I am taking here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can say number of rows is 3 and number of columns is 4, etc. These are the examples of matrix which has behavior. Number of rows is not equal to number of columns. So such type of matrices is called a rectangular matrix. Now look at another type. I have explained the 3 types. The 4 types is, the fourth one is square matrix. The fourth one is square matrix. Square matrix. A matrix is said to be square matrix. Said to be square matrix if the number of rows present in it is equal to number of columns present in it is called square matrix. So we can say a matrix is said to be a square matrix if the number of rows of that matrix is always equal to the number of columns of that matrix. Just I am taking an example. Here is example A. I am taking A, B, C, D, E, F, I, J, K. You know, here there are 3 number of rows and 3 number of columns. Meaning that this matrix have same number of rows as well as same number of columns. So this matrix is called the square matrix. We can take another example. Another example B. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is number of rows is 2, number of columns is 2. So it is obey the rule, which is the condition which is required to be a square matrix. A condition is number of rows equal to number of columns. So this matrix B is a square matrix. There are several examples. You can say there are several examples we can write for a matrix which has number of columns equal to number of rows. Alright? Next we shall. Now the fourth one was a square matrix. This square matrix has several types. So I have taken here not type of square matrix. It is a diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix. Just before discuss the definition of diagonal matrix, first we shall discuss about the diagonal of the matrix. So I have taken an example here. A square matrix. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When I look at this structure, we find that this is made by this way, square. This square has 2 diagonals. This is the diagonal 1. This is diagonal 1. This is diagonal 2. So we are not concerned with this diagonal. And to define the diagonal matrix, we are concerned with this diagonal. Actually, this diagonal is known as main diagonal. Main diagonal. Whenever you are going to define the diagonal matrix, you look at the condition for a matrix to be a diagonal matrix is elements of diagonal, main diagonal of a matrix. So just before defining a diagonal matrix, the first condition is it should be square matrix. A square matrix. It should be square matrix. And number 2, the all increase we can say. Increase of elements of main diagonal main diagonal are different. So these are the two conditions for a matrix which are required to be diagonal matrix. Meaning thereby, when a matrix having the character square matrix and the main diagonal elements are different are called diagonal matrix. Thank you.
Babu.